Good morning, guys. I'm just finishing up chores and have walked that fence. I don't have a clue where they got out yesterday. So I am thinking that I want to let them into the ram pasture and let them just kind of grub that grass. I don't know if that's a good idea or a bad idea. It's kind of trying to snow, but it's more of a rain than it is actual snow. We're sitting right at freezing, so it's not horrible. Hey, sis. But yeah, we're gonna make this decision and put the sheep in that field and hope they don't get out somewhere. What I do see is that my neighbor still hasn't put a gate up there to keep them out of his pasture, but I think both these gates are shut, so hopefully they won't get out. But there is a lot of green in here, and I see no reason why they can't be in here eating it off. I guess the worst thing that would happen is that they would end up over at the neighbors over here by jumping a fence that way. But I'm hoping there's enough in here to keep them content to where they aren't going to try and wander off. And we will lock them in at night again. We'll leave the gate open so that they can get back in their pen, because there is no water in this field, but there is water in the pen. So remember yesterday when I said that this fence line had been cut in places to put gates? Well, there's one. We already have a gate up here. It's to let the sheep out into this alleyway. But instead of sending them into the big pen over here and then up the alley into here, they just wanted to let them out here and then go right into the feedlot. So we have a couple spots like that where they have messed up this fence, and then once you cut the fence, it never really goes back the way it was. So now it's all loosey-goosey and falling apart because the sheep have pushed on it and jumped it, and we have gotten rid of almost all of our jumpers, but they've pretty much torn it apart and torn it down. So if I was guessing, this is where they ended up getting out. This is where they got out. So I need another panel. But yeah, they just shoved this to the ground dang near and jumped it and then just went out the open end there. Okay, well that's fixable. I just have to find another panel. Oh, and I see they've torn. So I need two panels, because they have, so this actually is probably the dogs. They jump this to head for the creek when the coyotes are out. But yeah, this is all down as well, so we will need to fix this. Okay, but at least, so the plan is to go from this post here to that post down there, right there, and section that little triangle piece into this, and then we can get rid of this crummy fence right here. And like I said, if it doesn't, if the ground hasn't frozen yet, which I don't think it has, we will probably try to put some of this fencing in. This whole thing needs torn out and redone. You know, this side looks great where nobody's messed with it. Haven't had an issue at all. But this side needs some help. I always get really paranoid when I move sheep into a new pasture when I know I'm not going to be home. It should hold them. It held the rams. It was just the little ones that were getting out. But it's still they're my sheep. And I know how stupid they can be for as smart as they are sometimes. So I'm hoping they won't figure a way out of that pen. They've only got to be in there for like 10 hours. Then we'll bring them back into the feedlot when I get home tonight. Good thing is I won't have to feed them because there is a ton of grass out there. I couldn't believe as I was walking through how much was out there still. But we did pull the boys early because those littles were slipping through the fence somewhere, getting out on the highway, so we just brought everybody in. Normally we don't bring them in until September breeding starts. Oh well, it is what it is. We just keep our fingers crossed and move on. Well, I don't see any sheep in the field, in the feedlot, but I see a bunch in the field. So I'm hoping I can get them to like come in if I call them. I don't want to have to send the dogs to round them up, but I will if I need to. And yes, it is super dark. Turn the light on just so that I could actually see something. Maybe next year. We've got like 2 telephone poles to put lights on. One doesn't have a light on, the other one does, but it apparently doesn't work. We don't know why. I don't know why. He might know why, but I don't know why. So we have this light on the shop that points to everything back here, and that makes it a little easier to feed in that area, but it doesn't do me any good to the east. There's no lights there. So let's go see what we can see. All right. About half of them were in the pen. The rest were still out on the field, so we just circled them and brought them in. No issues, thankfully. Nobody was out today, thankfully. So I'm gonna go make a bottle for baby and then get everybody else fed up. I watered this morning, so that's one less thing to do. And then I promised my husband dinner, so I need to actually cook something tonight. So let's hurry with this so we can get dinner started. Ready? Ow, Selena. Ow, don't bite. Ow, you little turd, don't bite. No, really, don't bite. Okay, buddy. Don't be a dud. Okay, you have 8 over here. Quit worrying about them over there. Yeah, still not a mark on any of these girls. I know, you're looking for food. You get mouthy when you're hungry. Selena, my sweet girl. All right, let's get these guys fed and hope Buddy comes into his own here shortly. Hi, baby. I know, but you already ate. Look at how tubby you are. So the goal tonight is to catch the boy my daughter couldn't catch yesterday. And I'm pretty sure it's the taller of these 2. So I'm going to lose my gloves. Oh, no, I think it's that one, actually. Or did he move? Oh, no, there, okay. So, yes, it is him down on the end, which makes it a little more difficult. I was kind of hoping he'd be right in the middle of the pack. But the goal is to catch him and see who he is. So he jumped to the other side, but I'm hoping he'll like squirt in somewhere that I can read his number, like right there. Okay, so 20, oh, okay, hold on. Okay, you're 21, 22. Dude, I don't think you're who I thought you were. Is that Mom? And who are you, sis? 22, 20. Is that who you are, bud? Is that your mom? 2220. I'm pretty sure that's your mom. Huh, okay. Well, then you are not who I thought you were. So I think you are a moose baby. I will have to double check. 2220. Okay, is that what your tag says? I think that's what your tag says. Hello, sweet girl. Okay, so he is a single out of her. And the other two, number 8 had two boys, and number 3 had 2 girls. So I wonder if it was number 8 I was looking at. But I don't think so. This is the one. I don't know. I don't need a ram. We'll have to check his breeding to see if he's something I actually want to keep. But boy, is he a hunk. He's just big. We have a lot of blue butts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay. Unfortunately, my lights are still, I got a couple that are trying. They're just not quite, it's just too cold. They get cranky in the cold. So yeah, I will try to get their numbers, but 8 out of 15 in, what are we on, day 3? Not bad.